has been a real adventure if it doesn't have some of this in it somewhere. Cool terrain, fell to rock. All right, everyone, welcome to another adventure with MinerBiker and dogs. We're up just east of Fish Lake. We're heading up into what is called Pole Canyon here, which will climb us up onto my Togi Mountain area that's on the east side of Fish Lake. Get up there into the Crater Lakes area and actually come down the Ivie Canyon trail. It'll bring us back down here again. That's what we're doing today. Haven't been on these trails before. I've been to the top of them when I've been riding around Fish Lake, but I've never actually been on these trails themselves. It's good to check out, explore new places. A lot of what MinerBiker is all about. That's what we're doing. Climbing right up. Whew. Tricky spot. Oh, got some steep rugged stretches in here. Thank goodness we got cows up here to make a mess of the trail and make everything decidedly less beautiful and nice. We're getting a little more foresty. You get a few aspens and some of the higher elevation pines. Great, we got more cows. Really hate how stupid cows are. How when you come up on them, they just turn and just go straight down the trail. Sometimes you follow them for miles. All they have to do is just go off to the side and you go past. But they just go straight down the trail and do not get out of the way. Woo! Pretty typical Fish Lake area trails. Very rugged and rocky. Never built with bikes in mind. Now we're really getting into some aspens. You gotta herd them off the trail, bud. Not up the trail, off the trail. Teach you dogs to get up there and flank them. Push them off the side. Go off the side, little cow. Just go off to the side, you stupid little animal. There you go, off to the side. Oh, it's getting pretty up in here. Nice, somebody's cleared the trees off of this already. I brought my small silky saw with me. Somebody else has already took care of this one. Pole Canyon Trail, which is the one we just came up, heading down to the left, and Ox Spring Trail heading to the right. Probably kept that going through there as long as it did. I'll admit, like a mid-travel full suspension bike would be more ideal for this kind of riding than the hardtail. Hardtail's great till you get in those very blocky, chunky rock gardens. Both climbing and descending through them. They're hard on hardtail. Hard to maintain balance and momentum with the rigid back end. That's okay. I still love my little hardtail. It does great for what it is. And my LaSalle Peak would be enormously overkill. And these two and the fat bike's what I got for now. There might be something pretty cool coming in the pipeline right now. I come back to this trail in the fall, late in the fall, after the cows are gone. Hopefully it's got some fall moisture on it. Come back and ride down this one on a full sus bike. This would be fun to ride down. It's cool going up too, but it's definitely tricky for the being with the cakey spots, and it's just so loose and torn up from the cows right now. There's our connector trail over to Ivie. I'm going to call it Ivie. Ivie Canyon. Right there, 1 mile over to it, up over that ridge. 4 miles down to Fremont River Road, that's where we just came from. 2 more miles on up to Crater Lake. Found this little dug water, huh? Always nice. That's steep. Yeah, boys. Definitely reminds me a lot of the trail on the east side of Fish Lake. Go ahead, bud. Hook, you can go. We're just about at the top of the canyon. See the snowy Fish Lake high top coming into view over there on the other side of the lake. I'll come up, get up here over the summit of this trail, drop down just a little bit into Crater Lakes, and we'll connect to the Ivie Canyon trail. A short little climb back up out of Crater Lakes and then just end all the way back down to Fremont River. I definitely think I'll have to come back in the fall when there's no cows and the trail's not so loosened up by them and everything. Have to come back and ride down this Pole Canyon trail on a full suspension bike. Definitely a cool canyon, but the technical stretches and stuff in it'd be way more fun and rideable on a full sus bike. Nothing against my little hardtail. But there's definitely pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses to every type and genre of bike. That's a little rugged on hardtail. Trails are rugged on anything. The cows tear them up so much. You can see the South Crater Lake down there peeking through the trees. After a good winter, these lakes are beautiful until they put the cows in them. So that is the South Crater Lake. And we'll climb up over this little pass up over to North Crater Lake where the Ivie Canyon trail starts. Very, very beautiful up here until they fill it full of cows. You come up here in another month and there's just gonna be a whole bunch of cows in here. That's a lot of dandelions. That's pretty. All those dandelions growing. Drop down to North Crater Lake now. This is North Crater Lake. It's a Crater Lake trail that kind of connects in with The Ivie Canyon trail comes up through that little pass over there. Comes up from the Lake Creek trailhead at the north end of the Lakeshore Trail. Crater Ivie Trail. Can't hardly believe how many dandelions there are. Here's our turnoff. Doesn't look like much, but this is our turnoff. Ivie Canyon. That way. Not much of a sign, but it's there. I'm sure there will be some good hike biking to get up over this ridge. I've no doubt it will get very steep and rugged here pretty quick. It's been a real adventure if it doesn't have some of this in it somewhere. Out of the top of the mountain. Oh yeah. Now we start descending down Ivie Canyon. Somebody hasn't been on this with a mountain bike fairly recently. I think some fairly recent horse tracks too. Crazy, you stop moving for about 30 seconds. Mosquitoes start swarming around you. Clear trees out of this one. Work this little hardtail. Definitely makes you get a lot better at your slow speed balance and maneuvering and stuff. You can't just rely on kind of momentum to carry you through stuff. much as you can on a full assist bike. Definitely no doubt that spending time on a hardtail, especially on technical trails, can help you improve as a rider. Cool terrain, fell the rock. Right here's where that connector trail from Pole Canyon comes over here and connects into Ivie Canyon. And then heading up over the ridge that way is the Splatter Canyon trail. Oh, my chunk's a little too big of a hit for a hardtail. Cool terrain though. Definitely gonna have to come back and ride down both these canyons again on a bigger bike sometime. These are cool. Rock terrain is actually pretty awesome. Just a little too chunky in spots for a hardtail, but super cool. What up, cows? Takes a lot of work on a hardtail. You have to do and absorb so much more. Oh, hello horses. Hi. Come on up. I'll get out of the road.
How many?
Just me. Yeah, you're good. Come on by.
Oh, thank you.
You bet.
Hey, we're cutting logs out. Did you start at the top of this?
Yeah.
Did you have to go over any logs?
There's maybe 10 or 12. Nothing too big. They're
At the top?
fairly small. Just distributed all the way from the top down. So.
All right, have fun.
Have fun. Thanks for your work. Appreciate it. Very nice horse, folks. We just happen to be clearing trees off the trail. Cut logs off. Why don't you take that one? They're only taking off ones that are an obstacle to a horse. It's a cool trail and in pretty good shape, really. Both this one and the Full Canyon Trail are pretty well worn in and brushed out and stuff. Really, the only downside to them is the cows. Welcome to the Fremont River. I feel good, bud. Well earned, doggies, well earned. Yep, this is the top of the Fremont River coming down from its headwaters up at Fish Lake. So pretty. Such happy dogs. Excellent adventure. For 2 new canyons, haven't been in before. Both very cool. Both definitely be canyons I'll be back to visit again. Everyone, hopefully you enjoyed that. We'll lap up Pole Canyon and down Ivie Canyon, Ivie Canyon, whatever it's called, however you pronounce it. Yeah, that's fun though. Super cool little canyons. Definitely ones to come back and revisit again. Say like in the fall when it's cool and the cows have been moved out. Come up and ride down those on the suspension bike. That could be really fun, really cool. Definitely something we need to do. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Check out other Fish Lake area content that will be linked in the cards in the upper right hand corner. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this gave you some ideas or some inspiration or motivation to get out in the great outdoors under your own power and either revisit some old familiar places or find and explore some new places. Can't go wrong either way. So thanks again for watching. Leave us a comment down below, like that hit button if you subscribed. Thank you so much. If you haven't, I invite you to do so. Keep digging up new places to ride and otherwise adventure in the great outdoors under your own power, and with a squeaky dog, he's always the best.